Hi, hello, good evening. So today is the last day of the series of days off. So let's get started. So today I went to Oku station with my son because he wanted to watch some trains in the Oku station. So because Oku station is very famous station for train fans, cause a lot of trains are waiting the station, and the station has a large yard, and I think the yard is the largest in the near from the Ikebukuro, so near Ikebukuro area. So that's why my son also is also a fan of the station. So the aim to go to the station is to watch the Shiki-shima, which is the flagship train of JR East. That is the very inclusive train, exclusive train of JR East, and I and my wife and my son will want to ride the train someday. So and today so today fortunately I and my son could see the train from the Oku station, but the train is stopped far from the home platform. So I and my son could see a small the train, but I can take the picture of the train from the station platform, and that was very lucky for us. And after that, we walked rail, alongside the rail, and go to the bridge, which was very famous because the bridge under the bridge, the railway there is a line, there is rails under the bridge. So that's why we can see a lot of trains from the bridge, and the bridge is also famous for train fans and to children who like the trains. And after watching the train from bridge, we alongside rail again, and we go forward to the Shiki-shima, but the Shiki-shima's yard of the Shiki-shima, and between Shiki-shima and the walk pedestrian, the sidewalk, there is a building. So I think there is a building and a fence because I think it prevents the rude train fans from taking a picture. So that was hard for us to watch the train through the fence and the building. So, but I can see the train a little bit from the fence, and the edge of the fence. So my son was very excited at the train seeing from the edge. So, but I couldn't take it. Of course, I couldn't take any picture from the fence, and because that is hard to take a picture, and it's protect the train rude rude train fans. And so today I found that from Oku Station, the Kaminakazuto station is very near very near the Oku station, and we can we can we could go to the station from on foot from Oku station about 2 or 50 minutes. So we decided to go to the station, and but I changed the distance. The destination. Uh, on the way to the Kaminakazato station because I found that the Furukawa Garden was near the Kaminakazato station, and of course the garden to the garden we could go the garden on foot. So that's why I changed the destination to the Q Furukawa yard. But my son was not my son was not unwilling to go there. But I and my son go the garden because today it was so sunny, and it was so sunny that I wanted to go to the garden and take some break and take some coffees there. So though my son didn't want to go the garden, but I went to I we I brought him to the garden, and I paid 150 yen to go to enter the garden, and I purchased some coffee, and I purchased a can of coffee and some apple juice for my son, and I took the seat and to have had a small break because the distance was the distance from the Oak station to the Kyufurukawa garden was a little bit far. So that's why we were a little bit tired. So we sat down and take some break with coffee and with apple juice. And after that, we walk around the garden. Around the garden is I think the garden here is larger than I expected. So and the garden has a up down, steep up downs. So my son was, I think it was tough for my son to walk along the garden because the garden had a small mountain or pool or very steep slope, and so that's why my son I think my son told me he was very tired, so I decided to after hearing that I decided to go out of the garden to go back home. So the Kyufurukawa garden is the most most near nearest station from the Furukawa Garden is the Komagome Station, which is in Yamanote Line. So we went to the Komagome Station to ride the Yamanote Line into Ikebukuro Station, and that is the end of our today's short trip. But I think today's short trip was very good because of course, I could see the Shiki-shima in the Oku station, and I accomplished today's aim to see the train, and my son felt very happy to see that. And but actually, that was hard to take the picture of the train, so my son was in the near future. I want my son to take the Shikishima's picture very very near side from the train, side from the train over the in front of the train. So if I could. But actually I think the small children can't ride the train because that is for the other people. So in the future, and if mm, my son my son will come to the age of the day. I want to my fam I want my family to ride the train in the 20 years later, or 20 years later, about 20 years later, or and so on. And so in Japan, there are a lot of kinds of travel train. I don't know actual English name for the luxury trains, but in the future I want to ride it with my wife and my son if I can. So that's all. Goodbye. See ya.